Wow, do we have some numbers to break down for you? We're talking January, February, and March 2025, a quarter that really leaned into a buyer's market. Hey there, it's Katrina with Katrina and the team, and it's time for your real estate market update for the Fraser Valley for the first quarter of 2025. We have some numbers to break down for you. Again, we're talking January, February, and March 2025, a quarter that really leaned into a buyer's market. All right, here's the gist. We saw a lot of inventory and slower sales, which gave buyers the upper hand. The sales to active listing ratio sat at 11% all quarter, and anything below 12% means buyers are driving the market. Detached homes? Squarely in buyer's territory. Now, onto the sales activity. It's a mixed bag. Sales jumped 13% from January to February to hit 920 sold properties. Another 13% bump in March brought us to 1,036 sales. Sounds great, right? But here's the kicker. We were down significantly when compared to the same month in 2024. March was especially sluggish, with sales 50% below the 10-year average. Yep, the slowest start to spring since 2009. Why the slowdown? Well, one big reason was an explosion in inventory. January kicked off with 3,432 new listings, a whopping 167% jump from December. Well, that's typically seen because not many people list their homes in December anyway. But February saw a slight dip in new listings at 3,121 before they shot back up in March to 3,800, which is typical. Again, that's typical for spring. By the end of March, active listings hit 9,219 homes on the market. That is a decade high. All right, on to home prices. The composite benchmark price stayed pretty stable, starting at $965,000 in January, climbing to $970,300 in February, and wrapping up March at $974,400. Here's the breakdown by property type. Detached homes slowly creeping up in price, ending March at $1.505 million. Townhomes, slight dip in January but back up to $833,700 by March. Apartment and condos, steady gains over the quarter, finishing at $540,900. Now, what's driving all this? Well, economic uncertainty and the big T word, tariff fears and tight budgets put the brake on what's usually a strong spring market. Sellers were hesitant to drop asking prices while buyers were feeling the pinch of financing challenges. It created this standoff that kept sales slower than we typically see. There's also the talk about interest rates. Really, if you think back, the busiest market was 2021. Now, a lot of the people who bought in 2021 committed to a 3, 4, 5-year mortgage, which kept their mortgage payments in the last few years low. But it's now 4 or 5 years later, and they're now up for renewal. And that's what's adding to the inventory because a lot of people get sticker shock on their new mortgage payments. Hence, a lot of people are calling us to talk about listing their homes. Here's what I know. Even in markets like this, there's opportunity for those who take the time to understand it. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for a deal or a seller trying to strategize, yes, there's an opportunity for sellers right now. This is where the right approach makes the difference. If you're ready to make a move or need guidance navigating this market, reach out to us here at Katrina and the team. With our experience, expertise, and proven track record, we've got you covered in any market. Contact us today to align your next move with your goals.